Debt isn't a dirty word. It can help businesses grow strategically. Welcome to Capital Confident, a simple guide to starting a business. I'm Beth, a small business owner in the content creation space.
And I'm Laura, a small business lender. So Beth, when you started your business, did you take on debt?
No, actually. I was a little bit nervous for taking it on because I was afraid of putting my family at risk, I guess. I really just bootstrapped it and used my own funds.
So now that you've been in operation for a few years, do you see an opportunity for borrowing debt?
Yes, actually, since we've been in business almost 8 years now, we've had a couple of different financial things that we've taken on. Our first was a loan with a bank, and that actually helped us to increase a line of business with opening our studio space and making it rentable to other outside entities. And so I used a bank for that. And then the second time around, I actually got financing through my local state government. And I was able to buy my time to use it as a way to figure out the next step for the business.
So buy your time, meaning additional working capital?
But yeah, it was working capital. It took me a while to undo that. Debt is a dirty word. It's not. It's I've accepted it. Where have you seen other businesses being able to finance their startup costs and to help them to grow?
So taking on debt is a way to strategically hold on to your cash reserves in the event of additional expansion that you need to do or when starting your business. It can also help to fund a strategic investment in your business, like having a new employee to generate additional revenue or additional equipment to fund a new line of business.
So what different types of debt are there out there to help you fund that company?
So there are revolving lines of credit, which help with seasonal cash flow issues. It can even out your working capital needs throughout this period of time. There are different installment loans that can be taken on to purchase equipment or term working capital if you're doing a big expansion. And then there's also mortgage loans, which can help you purchase real estate.
So it doesn't mean that you're bad in business if you need money. It just means that you got to cover a gap somewhere potentially.
That's exactly right. Debt can be used in a lot of different ways for a new or expanding business.
And without debt, nobody would have homes or cars or college degrees.
No, debt is really important to the ongoing nature of our economy.
So can you give us some best practices in regards to taking on debt for a company?
Try real hard not to take on too much because that can get you into trouble. Make sure you're only borrowing the level of debt you need to effectively operate your business or to pay for that investment that you're anticipating.
And how would you know where that debt level is or limit is?
So what I recommend is preparing a pro forma or projection spreadsheet, which we've attached one as part of this series, so you can plan out these costs and expenses you're going to need to increase your revenue and also then repay the debt.
Make sure you check out the resource guide down in the link below to make sure you get access to it. So what if one of those unforeseen circumstances happen and you're really struggling to repay that loan?
Call your lender immediately and explain the situation and find out if they're willing to work with you to renegotiate your loan terms to make repayment easier.
And as a lender, do you ever want to foreclose on anyone's debt?
No, never, because a lender is going to make less money selling off any collateral that's securing that loan than if you repay that debt in full.
Well, that's good to know. I'm a storyteller with ADHD, so I'm really good at catastrophizing all those unforeseen circumstances. Hey, cheers to Land Grant Brewing Company for allowing us to record in their space. And check out the next video in the Capital Confidence series about where to obtain the startup capital needed to start your business.